I am probably getting to the point where I'm sounding like a broken record on some of these things, but I hate to say it, we were right about Davante Adams. We said that the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, had to trade for Davante Adams, and they did. And immediately, now their offense, and magically is all of a sudden being viewed as pretty much by all the NFL experts as a top offense now. And it's like, huh. Well, of course, they got questions along the offensive line, but again, I'm probably sounding like a broken record here, but one particular area that I think really needs to step up is the defense for the Raiders. Now, I do have to say, Chandler Jones over Unique Ngakoue, I love that. Unique Ngakoue, I have said it, watching him play for the Vikings, he was not the best against the run game. He wasn't a liability by any means. We've seen worse, but it was not his cup of tea. He was, I'm going to put my hand in the dirt. I'm going after that quarterback. You'd love to see it. You'd love to see guys like that, and there's a market for those guys. But I do think that Chandler Jones is a good fit with the Raiders, and I think he's going to bring a lot to him as well. So, and again, you also like, Bilal Nichols. You like that signing as well, and a lot of guys like Rock Yassin and all those boys, Everett, whatever, that they brought in to play corner as well. But no matter who they bring in, no matter what happens, I think that all goes with bringing in the correct personnel, going out and getting guys in the draft. They're going to have to do it without a first and a second, obviously, from the Davante Adams trade. But I think the biggest thing here is the Las Vegas Raiders defense needs to step up. And I know they've got the players to do it. And I think they can do it under Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. I think this is the right leadership to finally get this defense to a spot where it isn't the Achilles heel of this team anymore. Derek Carr, we have said it again, we're repeating ourselves, we're spurring a dead horse here. But at the same time that Derek Carr has been a moderate, not even moderate, he's been actually a really good NFL quarterback that's very underrated in my mind. At the same time, this man has been a very good NFL quarterback and hasn't gotten the recognition he has deserved. His defense has been letting him down year in and year out. Now, we also debunked that to a degree. I think the first games of last year, the first 3 games of last year and the last 4, we saw sparks. We saw some things. I know I talk too much with my hands, but I'm sorry. You see a lot of this defense coming together at points. You're like, okay, like this team, like they got the offense figured out now. Davante Adams, obviously, they're going to figure out some things on the offensive line. I think Leatherwood is actually going to be a pleasant surprise. I've seen some things both in the comment section and I believe him just getting after it. I'm excited to see what he does. Also, yes, I would still like to see upgrades along some offensive line positions. I'll live with it. Maybe another starting corner as well, and some help on the D-line in terms of the interior defensive line. But we'll get there when we get there. But for right now, the Las Vegas Raiders needs to know that it probably does know at this point, especially the personnel on there, that this defense has not been historically good. It has, in fact, we have raised this question many times. Derek Carr has never, we have highlighted this multiple times, has never had a top 20 defense. Now, to my recollection, I don't think he's having a top 15 defense. Even in 2016, well, I think it was 2016 when they went to the playoffs. Technically, it wasn't a top 10 or top 15 defense. It was close. It was a good defense, but it was not as good as it could be. And I think moving forward, the Raiders need to be in a position where their defense knows and all of their defensive personnel knows, listen, you don't need to shut down opposing teams. It would be nice. You'd love it to see it. But that's not what needs to happen. If that defense makes one more play against the Bengals in the wild card round of last year's playoffs, they're going on to the divisional round. That makes one more play. If that, of course, that goes both ways. If Derek Carr, throws a touchdown to tie the game, it is what it is. But also the Bengals went on to play in the Super Bowl, so that is what it is there. But overall, this defense, if you can fly around, if bringing in Chandler Jones, if bringing in Rock Yassin and some more players that they're going to bring in, Nichols, like we brought up, if bringing in those players is going to make that defense make one more play a game or 2 more plays a game, that's all you need. Because that 1 or 2 plays takes away a touchdown. That 1 or 2 plays takes away a big play. That all of a sudden Derek Carr doesn't have to score as many points. And by the way, that offense is going to put up points this year. Let's make no mistake about that. They are absolutely going to put in points on the board. I would say that this team could easily put up 30 points a game, and I'm really excited to see what it does. But if your defense is only allowing 20 points or less a game, we have seen studies and everything that it's just you're more likely to win the game. That's just the harsh reality of it. So if you allow 3 touchdowns a game and that's it, you're winning this game. There's a way higher percentage of a chance that you are going to win that game. And even less than that, I think, again, But it all comes down to the Raiders have the right personnel. They have the right coaching in place, and they're still going to do some more things, which I'm really excited for. But what it comes down to is it's that the Las Vegas Raiders defense needs to step up. That's what it comes down to. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Las Vegas Raiders defense needing to step up.